Hey, this is Steven from Legit PC, and today we are going to review Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So we're going to quickly go over the graphics here, like I always do here, in 1 second. Okay, so here's all the graphic options. The game can sometimes be very unoptimized. They had a lot of patches to improve the optimization. So I just usually use the the NVIDIA GeForce Experience to optimize the game graphics best for my 660 Ti. But you could use some similar like this. I believe this was too high, so I had to drop it down a little bit. You could drop down the anti-aliasing to make it a little bit less, and also turn off the ambient occlusion down or turn off motion blur, that type of thing. And then I would keep VSync on just for this game. So here's a little look at the engine here. So it has this little dynamic rain thing, and makes it look really cool. The game is definitely one of the best looking that I've seen in the Assassin's Creed, but I guess it kind of looks worse sometimes because of just the time period. I think that the Renaissance period is probably better looking than, you know, the Pirates, but that type of thing is you know, I guess part of opinion. And then we're gonna have another look at the engine here. And here's a little bit of boat actions. So if you're wondering why this review is so short, it's because the game didn't work for me. So I can't really pass judgment on it. The single player failed. Then I thought, hey, there's something wrong with the legit version. So I got a pirated version. And then oh yeah, I fall here, you know, funny or whatever. So here's some more action here. The single player failed. It got the Assassin's Creed Black Flag single player.exe stopped working. I then found out that after looking through all the forums and stuff, that it is a save problem. Basically what happens is a single player corrupts your save, and then it gives you that problem. Now, the other thing about that is that I got the pirated version, which I believe was a reloaded version or whatever, because I couldn't get the legit version to work. Had the same problem. Eventually stopped working. That's what I'm playing on right here, I believe. So after I figured that out, I went ahead and started a new game, and then checked, and then saved the save, found where the saves were saved, backed up the save, and it then stopped working again. So then I was like, hey, I'm gonna record some multiplayer, and then the multiplayer stopped working. So I basically didn't get past, you know, about an hour gameplay into the story, an hour and a half, and I only played like 4 multiplayer games. So let me explain what's going on here a little bit. We're looking at a little bit of this particular boat scene, where, you know, we're going around all of the tornadoes and stuff, which is a big part of this game. And it was part of the previous Assassin's Creed as well. The boat and the naval combat. Naval combat's pretty sweet in this one, even though I haven't got really too far on it. It's still pretty good. Now, the game has had a whole bunch of problems in Steam both, and in Ubisoft's Uplay, and I had nothing but problems with it so far. And, you know, I'm a huge Assassin's Creed flag, and it not working is just a big put down to me. So that was all the extra footage that I had that wasn't in the single player. And then this is I only got 1 multiplayer game, and then something happened to the interface where I didn't see any windows, so I went in and closed it using Control-Alt-Delete, and then it wouldn't open up ever again. But the multiplayer is really sweet, so but I can't get it to work. It's basically what I'm trying to say is that I would get it from a friend ask them for their Uplay account or whatever, install it, try to play it, see if it works, and then give their Uplay back. If it works, buy it. If it doesn't, don't go for it. I think there's a lot of different problems that it said. I know a lot of people have the same problem. Some people were saying that it's because you're not installing it on your C drive. Well, my C drive is a boot drive. It's only got 64 gigs of space, so can't really do anything about that. And I only have 2 gigs left on that drive, so no way I'm going to be able to install a 22 gig game. But you can see, I mean, the graphics are great, the gameplay is great. If you could get it to work, for sure get it. But there were so many problems with it, and so many problems I saw on the forums that, you know, I can't really advise and say whether it works or not. So, I mean, like I said, can't really pass judgment on how the gameplay is, because the gameplay is great, but it is bugged, very buggy, and does not want to play correctly. So maybe eventually they will patch it and it will be able to work. Don't know when that's going to be, because it still works. Still does not work to this day. After I patched it a whole bunch of times and wanted to get as far into campaign as I could in the next 2 days. So anyways, enough about that. It just didn't work for me. Can't really pass judgment on it. Looks good to me. Gameplay is probably just as good. Story is probably just as good. But just gonna leave it there and let you guys enjoy this multiplayer here and explain what's going on here. So this is a manhunt game mode. So basically, right now I'm on defense. And I'm defending against their attacks. And so with the multiplayer, there's a lot of different unlockables and a lot of different perks and different kinds of modes, as well as some story where you can play with a friend on story and that kind of thing. And but there does seem like there's microtransactions to where you get something similar to what you see in something like League of Legends, where you have riot points and you have influence points. Riot points you pay money for, and influence points are what you get from playing. That also seems apparent in this game. Kind of weird for a game that you pay for to have something like that in there. Microtransactions to get something unlocked early. Very strange, I think. Also, just wanted to mention that this is about the 3rd Ubisoft game running Uplay that I had a problem with. So maybe Uplay is part of the problem, because I had Blood Dragon didn't work, Blood Dragon had problems, Splinter Cell had problems, and now Black Flag has problems. So, you know, that's just, it might be something having to do with Ubisoft Uplay.
Your lead. One minute remaining. Your team has taken the lead. Your team has lost the lead.
I accidentally threw those coins down. Totally got my team screwed over. Because you could obviously see which ones didn't go for the coins were my team. Sorry about that, team.
The player has left the game session.
But I think it's all, the multiplayer interface is very well laid out, and a lot of the, you know, audio and stuff like that is very well laid out, and so all of that is really laid out very well. So going into the conclusion, the game didn't work for me, unfortunately. The saves kept getting corrupted, and I guess I corrupted the multiplayer save because it crashed or whatever. So I only got an hour, you know, maybe five games into multiplayer, and I only got maybe an hour and a half into the story before it just kept failing. So I think the game could have definitely been executed better for compatibility, but this is just a compatibility error. I'm pretty sure that the gameplay and things like that are all very nice, and the multiplayer is very nice from what I've played, and it's got a lot of potential, but it just had way too many errors, and just, you know, many people got it to where it didn't work. You know, I paid full price for the game, and it just doesn't work. It's not what you want from a video game. And but you know, it's things that could be patched possibly, and not really anything that I could really do about it, because I'm pretty sure, like they said, is you need it on your root drive, which I can't do. But yeah, I'm kind of stumped on this one. Don't really know what to say. It's just, like I said, if you can, borrow somebody's Steam account or Uplay account, install it on your PC, play it for a little while and see if it works. If it works, back up your save, and then give your friend, or not back up your save, but then give the Steam back to your friend, or their Uplay back, and then use get it on your Uplay or Steam, and then play it. And then it should work if it worked on the other ones. Otherwise, if you have it now and it doesn't work, you could probably wait, and they would eventually patch it, and you'll be able to play, which is what I'm hoping, is that they eventually patch it, because I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed. Alright, so finishing up, kind of a poorly executed Assassin's Creed, especially from, you know, my thoughts of the fan of the series. It's an unplayable game for me. If you get to play, great. If you get to play, I would highly recommend it. Very cool. The gameplay is pretty awesome. A lot of different things to get. And I think it was just going to get better from where I was in the story. Just keep progressing and getting, you know, puzzles and learning more about the story, because usually Assassin's Creed story is pretty good. So I'm thinking that I missed out on a lot, and I'm definitely looking forward to when it gets patched to be able to play and experience the game and expand on the previous ones. So I guess I'm just going to have to, you know, play Assassin's Creed 3 and wait for Assassin's Creed 4 to get fixed. And so this is the last game that I'm reviewing of the 2013 year, and here comes 2014. It's already in 2014, and we'll see what that has to bring. So if it works for you, cool. It's a great game. If it doesn't, like it did for me, it's a waste of money. So that's my thoughts. This has been Steven from Legit PC, and this is my review of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Don't really know any other way to tell it, but you know, that's how it goes. Some games work, some games work, some games don't work. So if you like my videos, please subscribe for more videos like it. I'd like to thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. Take it easy.